Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing our definitive world tour of my Let's Play world. And today we're going to start over here near the Villager Island and head south along the road. We're going to go out of the ice plains, into the forest, and across until we reach the South Mountain Pass tunnel. From there we'll go through the tunnel across to the west until we get to the crossroads, and then head south again over to Fort Cold Wind. Then after touring the fort, we're going to head back up into the tunnels, cut back across under the mountains, and then finally come out into the ice plains and south over to the Riverside Rest Area. So here we are on the main road. Over there is Marigold City. And we switch over here, we're going to see the Villager Island. And now we're going to head away from Spawn and down south on this highway. So you see the ice spikes off to the left there. So this road was built sometime after January 2015. Not really sure the exact date or time, but I know the terrain around here is generated with the diorite, granite, and andesite new blocks, so that was sometime after the 1.8 update, which added all those new blocks into the game. So here we are, we're at the north end of the South Mountain Pass tunnel, and it's carved just straight into the mountain here. I don't believe I've got a record anywhere of me digging this out or finish it. I just sort of did it in my spare time, not recording anything. But I just wanted to make a nice, easy travel path through the mountains, because the mountains up above are really hard. They got peaks and mountains and valleys, and they're just a pain in the butt to get across. So I was just looking to take advantage of the new blocks also, and putting them in the walls is, give it a decoration. Didn't want to make a solid stone, tunnel, so I just started throwing this andesite and granite in the walls here just to give it some kind of a style and variety. So you can see here, I didn't really take much time to explore anything, so we've got some of these really dark and deep tunnels and valleys that I've not explored. And I've also put half slabs on the floor of the tunnel. That way there's nothing spawning inside here despite the light level. So along the way I've got a few doors here just leading out of the tunnel into just caves, most of them unexplored and not even looked at. So what we see here is a prime example of what I'm talking about with these mountains. They're really steep, hard to climb, really high peaks, but they got these deep valleys in between with gravel and all the other stuff in them. So it's a pain in the butt to get across if you're on foot or on a horse or anything. So that's why I have to make the tunnel underneath, so it's a lot easier and quicker. Yeah, so we got another door here, and we go into just another cave that I probably haven't explored. Then we have this window here, which actually leads to something interesting. Now we have this door leading to nothing. Okay, so here's something a little more interesting. I got this area over here. I've got some, just a chest, a bed, and a crafting table, and then down here is the mining area where I was gathering my stone and stuff I needed for building the tunnel. So we get to the bottom of the stairs here. We have strip mines over in this area, and then around here we've got this room which I was used for melting or smelting the cobblestone. The bottom of this whole floor used to all be lava. You can see the lava on the edges and stuff like that. And I used all that to smelt the cobblestone into stone so I could make the bricks so I could put it in the tunnel. And then I think we're going to head right back up and keep on moving. So we're going to keep heading west through the tunnel here. And as we go through here, we're going to see some windows out into the valleys, so you can see more of the steep hills and valleys here that I'm trying to avoid. So by looking at the walls, you can tell there is really no pattern to the design. I just sort of put in whatever little patterns I thought I could make at the time, and didn't really keep a consistent look all the way down. So here we have another door, probably leading to some more partially unexplored caves. Yep. Oh, and probably not a safe place to be. Okay, well this looks a bit more promising. At least it's a little finished better than the other ones. But once again, yeah, we just got more caves. Yeah, more very dark, very dangerous caves. I think we should get out of here. Okay, this one looks a bit better, like I actually finished the room. Of course, I did seem to get carried away with all this polished diorite. And really, there's nothing in here except for junk and chests and another door leading to more scary caves. So let's see, let's keep moving along. And then up ahead, we're going to run into the crossroads here, which will take us out to the ice plains and to the fort. Okay, the last time we saw this place was way back in December of 2018. That's when we finished up the tunnels, put the signage up and that kind of stuff. So as we look ahead, you can see the zombie spawner in the rest area across the ice. And then, but the road here keeps going south until we hit the fort. And when this was built, it was the only thing here. There was ice everywhere. There wasn't any buildings. There wasn't anything from here to spawn. You can just see the fort coming out in the distance there. And if we hop back into an overview look, we follow the road down. And we're going to zoom across the icy plain. You get a pretty good idea of what the snowy ice looks like. It's a pretty basic fort, just sort of square. And mainly just to be a shelter and a refuge for all the cold and ice that was out here. Well, according to the sign, this was built around 2758. And that's going to put it around the year 2015, I think. A couple years after the world started. So we got in here, they got the first floor stables, which looks like any other horse stables. Everything's empty except for that crazy disco dancing horse in the corner there. So if we head up the stairs now, we're going to come to the proper first floor. So in here we have a small storage, cooking, crafting area. And then if we head around here, you can get a look out here, see how much of nothing there is to look at. We've got this simple bedroom, very small outpost, so there's currently only one staff member, which is this chicken here, who's just laying his eggs all over the floor. And then if we head up to the next floor, that whole floor is going to be a farm. Because really, it's so cold outside, you're not going to be able to grow anything, so you're going to have to grow everything inside this single dedicated place. So if we head out here on the balcony, that gives us a good view of everything around the fort. Now the jungle forest stuff you see way in the distance was not originally there. It was all ice originally over there. But I pruned some of the chunks because I needed to get some different terrain when the future release came out. And lastly, we are going to head up here to the lookout tower. So we really got nothing up here, just the roof that you can see everything from. And then you just climb up the stairs and get to the main top of the tower there where you can get a view of stuff. So that jungle way out in the distance, that was generated back just back in June of 2019 because I was looking for some bamboo. And I pruned all those chunks from the ice. And when I went down there, it just happened to be jungle. Also, the river transition between these biomes came out really nice. I think we're done with this place, so we're going to head back up north and see the next outpost. So starting back here at the crossroads of the tunnel, we will keep heading west. So these tunnels were created back 2018, so they're a little newer, and you can tell they've got a more consistent pattern on the walls. I didn't just randomly toss things up there as I went along. So this road here, coming out into the snow again, that was created at the same time the tunnel and stuff was. And then if we head south, we're going to come over to the rest area in the Zombie XP farm, which were also built December 2018, I'm guessing. So I tried to build kind of a real gothic medieval look for the XP farm. I mean, everything you see here really is just for decoration. It's not necessary for the XP farm because that's like underground. So, but I'm happy with the way it came out. It gives it a nice look. I like the two piers off the sides and stuff. And if we swing on over here, this is what I'm calling the rest area. So I added that because I need a place to sleep. And I need a place to stall my horses and that kind of stuff. I think this came out really nice. I like the way the cobblestone goes well together with the ice plains. Gives it that cold, hard look, but kind of cozy as well. So here you have a map of the area, really white. But mainly this was just so I could put the labels on the map. So we've got the zombie farm and the rest area and stuff. Down in the corner, the fort did not show up on the map. But I think this gives it a nice touch as people are coming through here to see things. Okay, so let's start over here with the XP farm. So we head in across this bridge area. It's really just to keep the zombies from marching onto the path. And then into the first floor, which is very sparse. Really just have a bed in here and nothing else. And then as we head up the ladder, there's really not much up here, just a tiny little room. And then we keep going. There's this bridge that leads across over to the hill. And then this narrow hallway goes down here, and then you can get all the way up to the very, very top of the building. So once you're up here, you can get a pretty good view of the area. You see Fort Coldwind way out in the distance there, but there's really not much else to look at. I mean, you could sit here and watch the sunset if you want to. And over here on the other arm of the building there's really nothing, because there's only one way to get up and down, and that is through this ladder here. And at the back of the caves here we have these lava lakes, so really nothing's going to sneak in behind us, so it's pretty safe that way. So let's head on down the stairs. So these all go down here. Past this first level, they keep going down below. So you come in here, you got the elevators for putting the mobs up, and then you got the drop shaft for bringing them back down, where you can kill them and get your XP. And then over here is a little platform you stand on, which causes the mobs to spawn for you. So if we go down the stairs, all the way down here, we will get to the spawner itself. So this is probably really dark for you to see, so I think I'm going to contrast that sucker up so you can see it on the final video. But everything in here is slabs, so we're not going to get any accidental spawns on top of us. And if we sit here for a little bit, we'll see some zombies spawn. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we got some. Now they're going to be washed down into the water elevator and dumped upstairs where we can collect their XP. And all we got here, another door leading to more caves. At least there's some windows in here so you can peek out and not get ambushed before you get in. Usually there's a creeper hiding outside those kind of doors for you. So here's pretty standard. You kill all the zombies, you get their XP, comes over here, drops all go into this chest, and then you can enchant the items or books or whatever you have. Looks like we've got some diamonds and stuff stored in here. I just sort of left them laying around. Well, now we've seen the XP farm. Let's go over here and take a look at the actual rest area. The formal name of this is the River Overlook Rest Area, because there's this giant hill that was right here that I wanted to put a building on, and it kind of overlooked the river it was next to. I really stuck with the stone, all the different stone textures for this one, and I thought that would go good against the cold, icy biome that we're in. And I think it did come out pretty good. So one of the main purposes of this rest area was to have a place for my horses installed, so I could put my mules and horses and donkey over there. So as we come up to the main door here, you can tell it was built in 93-96. So that is about 6,600 days after that fort we were just at was built. That's quite a long time. So if we head on into the front here, we got this nice, cozy, warm lounge area. Got all the necessities you need, the fireplace, ender chest and stuff. And then once we get up here, upstairs, we got all the sleeping quarters. Everyone gets their own chest to put their stuff in. And there's another fireplace up here where they can stay nice and warm. And then if you go out back, we have a forge area, and then you can see everything around here, like the road west, which is where we're going to be next time. So that concludes the tour for today. Come back next time and catch us as we head west. I think we're going to the Guild House, one of our other rest areas. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you come back and see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.